At this point, have you ever done like the Universal Studios backlot tours where they do check out how we do the Foley and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Was any of that kind of in the back of your mind when you started doing this stuff?
A little bit, yeah. Actually, it's funny you say that. Here at Warner Brothers, I was here for a TV show a few years back, and me and the mixer had a couple hours of downtime, and so we were like, let's go check out, because Warner Brothers has like a tour, and they have a couple of like tourist spots you can go look at, like their archives and stuff. It's really cool. But it was really funny because they have this one little exhibit that's like for sound. It's like feature sound or whatever. And we're like, we got to watch this.
Yeah.
And so we went and we sat down and we were looking at this like old console from like 1965 or something. We're like, oh, a state of the art, like it's.
Let me guess. It was a clip of Gravity?
It was a clip of Gravity, yes.
I used to work there. I've given that speech many times.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. And it was not a bad explanation. Like I said, I was going to say, for people who have no concept of what they're looking at or listening to, it's a good way to do it. But it's also really funny watching those things when you're in the field, because it's like, that's like, you're seeing like this much of the iceberg, and it's like, I'm rambling. I don't remember the question.
No,
that's what the
really
show's
great.
About. It's okay. You're good.
All right.
I'll ramble some here because you talking about that, the tip of the iceberg from the backlot tours. I feel the same when I do the like Universal or whatever. They do the VFX. Here's a green screen and here's a guy in mocap, and I'm like, that's not how the mocap works, but okay, it's close. Yeah. And that's it. And the green screen really requires a little bit more of this and
But it's like, it's like, all right, I get it. People they're going to lose the whole audience if they start going into all of that.
And those same shows got me interested in this too. So it's,
yeah. and it's funny on the sound side, because I think the thing that we get so much is Foley. People think everything is Foley because it's the one department in sound that has a very visual element, because like most of what we do is just like clicking on a keyboard and looking at a screen and like pushing faders. It's
asset
not really
libraries.
that interesting. Yeah, it's but it's not like super interesting from a visual standpoint, whereas Foley is like, you see them, you can see somebody walking on the screen and then you see them walking along with it, and you're like, oh, okay. It's a quick connection. So people always think that that's what all of sound is sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, you do? Like, what do you do? I'm like, oh, I do, sound effects, sound design. Like, oh, Foley. I'm like, no. No. Not at all. But
not all of it.
Yeah.
Not all of it, yeah. It's a very important part of the sound process, but it's not the only part of the sound process.
Yeah.